line. And on the first down throw, goes down the middle. And it's a touchdown for Rylan Rodalonis. 13-0 lead on the board in the first quarter. Jackson again looking for Fish, and this time the pass is on the money. St. John's Prep. Wow. This one's good! And intercepted by Anthony Caruso. And here he goes. The quarterback is on the loose. Four-man rush. Throws across the body. Looking for Peters. He's got him on the run. And look out. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown Exeter. Blitz up the middle. This one intercepted. Picked off in the flat. It's Lynch. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good! Got a first down and then some. He's got a burst to the right side. He's inside the 20, inside the 10. It's the Bolin. Great cut. He's going to turn on the Jets. Morrison again through the hole. Look out. On his first carry tonight, the junior Brooks Connors is gone. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Bedford. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Exeter Blue Hawks and the Bedford Bulldogs. Two shortlist contenders colliding here at mid-season on homecoming weekend here in Bedford. We'll start with the Bulldogs. Their head coach, Zach Matthews. They've been dominant over the last several seasons. Champions in 2022. They defend the crown in 2023. They run the regular season schedule last year, 9-0, against Division I competition before ultimately losing on this field in the semifinals against Pinkerton. Of course, the Astros went on to win the whole thing. Exeter was a semifinal team last year under head coach Bill Ball. 3-0 out of the gate in 2025, but a setback last week when they lose on their home field against conference rival Winnicott. So this one, Steve, anybody's guess. A lot of star power on both sides. Both teams are well coached, deep, and certainly ready to go here in week number 5.
No question, Nick. Other than Thornton Academy, which they did win 26-14. Bedford. They have had no competition really to speak of. They have 34-14 over Nashua South. Nashua South hung around for a while, but the strength of Bedford in the second half was just too much to bear. Merrimack 48-20 first game, and then Goffstown last week 42-3. Here they are with Exeter. Was moderately favored against Winnicott. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. Certainly were on the power poll, and Winnicott comes in and really elevates their stature by that big win. The question is Exeter not as good as we think? Or is Exeter a very strong football team? I think with Coach Ball and his game plans and how he gets players to perform and how he doesn't lose many games twice in a row, but this one's going to be a big test because he's going against arguably the number 1 or number 2 between Pinkerton and Bedford. Take your pick, folks. It's going to be a tough run. They've got to stop, Bennett Matthews. They got to stop Brody Helton. And they've got a backup runner as well, be a starter for anybody else in the league. Bedford's loaded. We talked about on our Gridiron show last night, Nick, it's all going to be about the offense and defensive line. The defensive line of Exeter has got to be able to keep Brody Helton under 110, 120 yards.
As you mentioned, star power on both sides. Two seniors for Bedford in the headlines week in, week out, year after year. Bennett Matthews, the quarterback, and the tailback is Brody Helton. On the other side, Exeter, led by Tyler Ream, junior quarterback, good size at 6'1", and for the most part has played mistake-free football in his junior season.
Well, you can clearly see he's a good quarterback, but they've got to provide. That's kind of the reverse situation. How do they score points? They score points by just forcing the opposition to stack the line of scrimmage as the Bedford Bulldogs come out here. Force them to stack the line of scrimmage and then play action out of that. The play actions that I saw him do last week were pretty darn good, and I thought the route running of Exeter was good last week. But they're going to have to really come out with all cannons blazing in this particular game, Nick. And this, to me, we're going to know very quickly, Can that offense and defensive line of Exeter stand up to Bedford? It has the potential. We know that Coach Ball and his staff does a great job of getting these guys prepared. Technically, they're very technically proficient. But Bedford's offense and defensive line have been able to cause pressure and open up holes against everybody, even including Thornton Academy, if you saw that game. It's the same situation.
When we come back, coin toss, national anthem, kickoff at the top of the hour. Bedford and Exeter coming up next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Back here in Bedford, Nick Anastas, Steve Beals, live from Bulldog Stadium, getting set for Exeter and Bedford here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. The Blue Hawks will get the football first. Steve, what do we watch for? Exeter hoping to get back on the winning track and improve to 4-1. Bedford hoping to stay unbeaten at 5-0.
Well, I've always been a big proponent. If you're away, you need to score first. I think Exeter really will benefit themselves greatly by scoring first. It kind of creates a little edge that kind of takes off and evens out the home field advantage as you get going. But the underlying element of this game, to me, Nick, is can the offensive line of Bedford keep the defenders and control them in close to their bodies and not allow. And be able to steer and not allow the Exeter Blue Hawk defense to be able to control gaps. If that happens, Brody Helton and Bennett Matthews are just going to have a field day today, because what happens is once they get past the line of scrimmage and they get into the linebacker early secondary, the slide steps and the athleticism is able to cause them to make break tackles, make long 20, 15, 30, and all the way to the house type runs, and that's going to make it for a long night for them. On the other side of the equation, what can they do to be able to free up that triple running threat that they have on the Exeter Blue Hawks? It's all up to the line of scrimmage to be able to control the defense. If there's ever a game at the line of scrimmage, it is every game. But if there's ever a game that you could argue this year that is critical, it's tonight and tomorrow afternoon.
64 degrees, clear conditions tonight. Folks still filing in here on homecoming weekend, but we are close to capacity. Elijah Todd is the senior kicker for Bedford, and we are underway a couple of minutes early here at Bulldog Stadium. Good return to the left side. This is Will Tobin feeling his way up to the 30. They mark him just short at about the 29-yard line. So Exeter, 3 wins on the season, victories against Timberlane, a last-second victory against Londonderry before that loss against Winnicott. They've got the football first with an upcoming 1st and 10 from their own 29. The junior quarterback is Tyler Ream. Passed the eye test last week when we saw him against the Warriors. And the junior still learning on the job here in his first year as the starter. The T offense is back under longtime head coach Bill Ball. It's a stacked front for Bedford defensively. And on 1st and 10, Ream is under center, ready to go. A hostile student section in his right ear. Handoff right side, and this one is busted up. Nowhere to go right away as... Well, just no run room for Gavin Mulry. The junior lost 1 at 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the keys of the game we're talking about. The Bedford defensive line was able to control the offensive line at the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nothing there. If you were going to take the first play, which nobody really does, but I'm just saying first play looks like Bedford's defensive line. Stout, strong, powerful, and in control. Long way to go here.
Brennan Krause led the charge for Bedford. 2nd down and 11. Same formation. Ream with a play action this time. Rolls out right. Throws on the run. He's got a man. It's Tobin at the 40-yard line. Barrels out of bounds at about the 40, maybe the 41. That's a 1st down and a gain of 11.
Coach Ball doesn't waste any time of knowing how important it is to stretch out the field. If you're running a T offense, everybody knows you're a running attack. And the one antidote you have other than a play action is to get that quarterback out of the pocket. One good thing he's got is his quarterback can go weak side or strong arm side out of the pocket, Nick. That's a great play call right there.
First minute in the books here and a 1st down for Exeter on the game's opening drive. This band continuing to bang the drums here.
They are solid.
Very loud and bringing their own energy to this growing crowd. They have not stopped playing since we began things. A 4-man line for Bedford. Handoff left side on 1st and 10. And this is Cole Kelly. Not going to get much. Leans up to about the 42 after a gain of 1.
Well, if you look at the splits here, Nick, they're taking in the off tackle on both sides, and then they're taking the B gap, leaving the A open because they're bringing up that solid core of linebackers they are to read their keys up the middle, and they're completely shutting it down. All the gaps except the 2 A's are completely, and the linebacker is able to stand right there waiting. So I think a steady diet of rolling out this quarterback, getting him into some open space is going to have to be a mainstay unless you can change the dynamic of the line play.
After the 2-yard gain, we have a 2nd down and 8. Wing left side this time. He's going to split out to the sideline. As the snap is taken, another rollout. Off the back throw, Ream's got a man.
Yep.
Catch made by Raymond Plant. Inbounds along the sideline. He's down to the Bedford 45-yard line. Another 1st down.
Oh, I love it I love what Coach Ball's doing, Nick. He's doing what he has to do. If they're going to stack the box like that, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys well inside the tackles, and that's what you got to do. They're basically said, go ahead, make my day, roll out. But these out patterns, they're getting open and they're getting some space.
2 for 2 is Ream here so far, both on the play action rollout. 2 minutes in, 1st down and 10 at the Bulldog 45-yard line as the opening drive continues. We welcome those of you joining us from Nesson Nation, simulcasting worldwide tonight, joining our audience here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. It's the game of the week presented by Beals Insurance. On 1st and 10, Raymond Plant trying to find a little space over right guard, but again, the door is slammed shut. The Bulldogs' Connor Flaherty is right there in the hole.
Not a bad try, Nick, but the middle is what's open. So if you're going to do that, you really want to get something, open up a little bit more on the pivot and let them get them through the A gaps, because the B's and the C's are absolutely shut down by these 2 tackles and 2 ends. And that's not going to change anytime soon. the way it's looking right now. So, but Coach Ball's doing a good job. He's got 2 first downs. Let's see what he does here.
Back to the tee on 2nd down and 10. Ream with a long count. And this time he's going to roll to his left. Going to backpedal, fire, and this one overthrown, incomplete, but a flag is thrown. As we are set to hear from our referee, Jeff.
If you look at that out pattern, I think you're going to see it. Looks like the runner was slowed down on his pass route. Can't do that. He's allowed free to roam. You can't block him. I got a funny feeling this is a penalty against Bedford. Defensive holding, I believe, or it wasn't interference. Now, one thing was the ball wasn't catchable, but I don't think that's going to matter because it happened even before the ball was released. This band is really, really solid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now they continue to go.
So much fun.
Still awaiting the call here from referee Jeff Kleiner. He continues to talk with his crewmates.
Look at the traffic come in here. It's jammed right now, and it's still coming in.
Yeah. Now homecoming, a lot of alumni.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, a big student presence, as we mentioned. All right, so it's against the Bulldogs. And the football is going to be placed now at the 35-yard line, a 1st down and 10 coming.
So you got to give the Exeter credit from the offensive staff here, Nick, coaching staff. They're completely dominating, that being Bedford, the Exeter line of scrimmage. Total domination. And they've still got now, 3 first downs, or was it 4? At least 3. And that's saying a lot.
Yeah, the 1st down after the penalty is the 3rd.
Yeah, you get it any way you can. Long
again
snap
against
count.
the 4-4 here. Handoff Kelly, and look out.
Yeah.
Shooting into the backfield to make the tackle is Brody Helton. We mentioned him as a factor tonight on offense. He's one of the state's leading rushers from the running back position, but he's also a tackling machine defensively, as we see there on that loss.
Well, one of the reasons you don't want to fall behind Bedford too far, Nick, is because at that point he puts Bennett and Helton in on defense primarily because he's got some other decent runners that he can put in there to get some experience. And they're coming in fresh on defense every time. High school football, that's a big deal where you can put 2 of your best football players on the field on defense alone because you got a lead. So Exeter's got to continue here and execute.
3.5 gone by. Opening drive, 2nd down and 13. See if the Blue Hawks go back to the air. They drop the quarterback back, and he throws it out of bounds. Good pressure there. Helton on the blitz. Able to force perhaps an early release, and we've got a 3rd and 13.
Yeah, great job by this young quarterback, Nick. I like that. He could see it collapsing, and he says it's 2nd down, right now, and it's going to be 3rd, but I'm not going to get caught here behind the line. So that's just a mature play. That's through training. Flag down. Wow. What's that all about?
I'm about to find out here again. Jeff Kleiner in discussion, and that flag came out very late.
Jeff's a very experienced official.
Well, if there's nobody in the area, that could be intentional grounding.
I think it is. I couldn't tell, so there was no receiver over there. I couldn't. It's all white over there. So
intentional grounding is the first Exeter penalty. The football is going to be backed up across midfield to the Blue Hawk 49-yard line. So 3rd and long becomes 3rd and longer, as 3rd and 13 turns into 3rd and 23. Ream back under center. The 1st down stick is at the Bedford 25. Exeter will stay on the ground. Kelly shoots through the hole. Stiff arm at the 40. And rolls his way down to about the 38-yard line. Still well shy of the 1st down, but a good run there by Kelly. And now a 4th down on the way. 4th and 12 for Exeter, and it looks like the Blue Hawks will punt.
It does. Well, they had some 1st downs, Nick. They were able to move the football into the Bedford territory, but...
And now a punt off the right foot of Plant. It's going to take a bounce to the
That's how it's
sideline, and it's out of bounds inside the 5.
That was a fantastic
excellent placement there by Raymond Plant. So Bedford backed up here as they bring their offense onto the field for the first time with just over 4 minutes gone.
That's a nice punt right there. That's what you want to do. Don't give those punt returners any opportunity to hurt you. You got now Bedford's deep in the zone. Let's see what this defensive line can do, Nick. They just seem and appear very undersized as opposed when you look at this Bedford offensive line coming. But if you got good technique, there's a lot you can do to make up for that. We'll see how they can do.
So our first look offensively at Bennett Matthews, former receiver, 4-year starter, first-year quarterback, and he fires right out of the gate. Catch made by the Bulldogs' Landon Elsmore, who dances up to the 10-yard line, a 7-yard gain.
Nice
set
cover.
Up second down and 3.
Yep. Second down and 3, second down and 4, whatever it is. Good tackling, though. That was
Raymond playing on the stop.
It was, okay.
So
we called his name out quite a bit last week.
I was about to say, and already tonight, first 4 minutes, it's been involved in the offense, the defense, and the special teams with that punt.
Busy guy.
Nearly 5 minutes gone. 2nd and 4 officially. Matthews in the gun. It's a 5-man front for Exeter. Going to hand off, and here comes Bryson Durso. Explosive in his own right. The junior is going to lean forward, and that should be a first down.
Yeah, he's really impressive.
16-yard line.
He was so impressive in the Nashua South game over at Stellos, Nick, that we did earlier. Check that game out, folks, on our YouTube channel, FNLNH Media. FNLNH Media, do search. It'll come right up. And don't be afraid to subscribe, as Nick always mentions. And hit that bell icon. Did I do all right? I did all right for a color guy?
Improving every week.
All right. Sure. I got a good teacher.
Nearing the midway point. Fast-moving first quarter. We got off the ground a little bit early as well. Kickoff slated for 7. The ball was in the air at about 6:58.
Ooh, here he goes.
Helton around the corner on his first carry, across the 25 before he's cut down below the knee at about the 27. And again, Bedford is going to move the chains after an 11-yard pickup there for the senior.
Well, Brody gets the carry, and then he starts carrying defenders with him for 3 or 4 yards. And those things add up. He gets, 15, 20 carries. That's an extra 50 yards a game that he's able to pull just on getting, after his initial tackler, he drags defenders along and really helps move the chains. He's a rare one.
Led the state in rushing yards as a sophomore 2 years ago.
Unbelievable.
Had a really solid, successful campaign last year as well. Matthews on the rollout. Plant the foot, fire, and there's the catch.
Yep.
Dylan Belair, the junior, found some real estate at the 40-yard line, a 13-yard pickup, another Bedford first down.
Watch Dylan gradually slow down. He sees Bennett breaking out, and he was kind of ahead of the play. What's he do? He slows down as all of the defenders approach and try to get in there to stop Bennett. He's smart enough to lag behind and then find open space for Bennett to release the ball to. Good play between the two of them. Obviously, done this a few times before.
Just past the midway point first quarter. Bedford forced a punt after Exeter did move the football on the opening drive. The punt pinned Bedford inside their own 5. They've been fighting their way towards midfield ever since. Play action, Matthews on first down. He's got a man.
Got it.
A juggling catch is made at the 32-yard line. Landon Elsmore, the senior, with his second crab. And it's good for a big gainer of 28.
Yep. Very impressive. That's concentration right there.
Second grab for Elsmore, second completion for Matthews, and Bedford has got the longest play of the first quarter so far to their credit. See if the Bulldogs can keep up the momentum. They'll spread it out here. 3 receivers, 2 strong side left, a wing back left as well. And a pistol look in the backfield with Helton standing behind the quarterback, Matthews. Here's Helton left side, dances to the 30, slashes at the 25, and is dragged down at about the 22-yard line. Stop there around the waist by Exeter linebacker Colton Ray with his first tackle. The sophomore could not prevent the Bedford first down. It's a gain of 11.
Well, you see on replay right there, Brody comes to the line. He gets wrapped by the tackler and drags him again for about at least 2.5 to 3.5 yards. That really moves the chains, folks.
Helton, 2 carries, 11 yards apiece on the drive. See if Bedford sticks with the bell count. 1st and 10. They fake to Helton. Matthews keeps it, makes a man miss. He's up the middle, takes a hit, and lunges into the end zone for a 21-yard touchdown. It's a gorgeous run by the senior Bennett Matthews. Made a man miss and then lowered the shoulder to finish the deal. Bedford's on the board, 6-0.
Well, give the upstairs of the Bedford offensive crew up here, upstairs probably being the ones that saw that. They're leaving the A-gaps wide open. What's Bennett do? He gets into the secondary. The problem with Matthews and Helton is when they get into the secondary, they accelerate through, and it's very, very difficult to take them down individually. The only way you can do it is scissor below the thighs. Generally speaking, knees are below. You're not going to bring them down. And that speed right there is just amazing. That's why he obviously was top 10 in the country on lacrosse. So, I believe, correct?
Here's the kick. Up.
Well, he's up there anyway.
And good. Elijah Todd makes it 7-0. Bennett Matthews, the coach's son. And yes, he is one of the most highly touted high school lacrosse players in the country. He's going to be going to Duke on a full boat.
Yep.
Next fall. 7-0 Bedford. An impressive drive there, Steve, that took nearly 4 minutes, 95 yards in total.
Yeah, just great concentration by the receiving corps, Nick, on multiple times. One of them was a pass route, just knew where the open space was and was looking with open for Bennett to extend that first down. That was big right there. And then the off the tip of the fingers, and as he's going down, he pulls it in, big catch, and then Bennett just finishes it with great blocking up front and great athleticism that he carries every play every snap he gets. He's a tremendous athlete.
So Exeter, they're hoping to score first. They chose to receive the football.
Yep.
But are falling behind 7-0 here with 4:36 remaining.
Right.
Hoping to get back on track here for drive number 2.
I don't think I've seen a defender on Bennett through that whole drive. I don't see any defender near him. So the blocking up front he's getting has been fabulous.
Here's the kick. Line drive down the middle, fielded overhead by Tobin. Approaches the 20, 25.
Good run back.
And across the 30 before it's all said and done up to the 32-yard line. Tackled there by Bedford's Jack Tamulovic, the sophomore.
That was with the return.
So we get Tyler Ream again here. A nice mix of run and pass on that opening drive.
He's clearly got the goods. I got to have a quarterback that roll out, not just the strong side, weak side as well. Because what that does, because if you like to run the ball and you like your offensive line, you've got to be able to get the quarterback out of the pocket to stretch out the field and force that stack box to break up a little. And then the running game can start.
Bedford going to load the box defensively again here on 1st and 10 as Exeter breaks out of the huddle in the T formation. Ream is under center. And after a long count, he's going to pitch it left side where Raymond Plant puts the ball on the ground.
Yep, fumble.
No signal yet. Plant may have gotten back on top of it. He did. Exeter's going to keep it with a 2nd and 8 coming up there for the Blue Hawks.
Especially in your own 35-yard line. You're already down by one score.
One thing to talk about, Steve, it does not appear as if Max Corzat is eligible tonight.
That's
we did
not
not
good.
see him in the opening drive. He was a big part of the ground game last week against Winnicott and has been one of the leading ball carriers through the early part of the season for Exeter.
Yeah, he was, Nick. And without him, you're kind of missing the guy that can grind that extra yardage. He's very effective for them on the drives that they had with Winnicott last week and as we've seen throughout the season.
2nd down and 8. Ream against the 4-man front. Fakes the handoff, rolls right, eyes downfield. Now going to tuck and run out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 there.
Really like this kid.
That was Tyler Ream with the carry.
Nothing there. Go escape out of bounds.
Yeah, he did everything just at the right time. He's looking downfield. He's got 2 receivers out there. What happened as the play extended, they were each both well covered. And then they did the worst thing, and that's they started running towards each other, the 2 receivers. So that's less defensive area to cover. He saw that, he read it, and just tucked it and ran. Really liked the decision making, and that comes from the on-field, off-field relationship he has with the sidelines with his head coach, Bill Ball. Nobody does it better, working with the quarterbacks, training them of how to get better week by week.
3rd down and 7.
He clearly's got a good head.
First down marker is at the Exeter 42-yard line. Bedford hoping to force a 3-and-out. Ream rolls left under pressure and is sacked by the sophomore linebacker Cody Byer. Byer comes off the edge virtually untouched. Gets the quarterback below the knee for a sack. The ball back at the 25. And a 4th down and long coming up as Exeter rushes onto the field here.
Yeah.
To try to get the punt off early, but Bedford is ready as the snap is taken. Plant gets this one up. Short kick. It's going to take a bounce along the near side. Fielded off the second bounce by Helton. Sidesteps his way to midfield and is still churning out the legs as a flag is thrown at the end of the play.
I'm not sure there was not a face mask there, Nick. It looked to me like his head got jerked. I could be wrong. We'll see what it is. That's not going to be good for Exeter if that's a face mask, because it's going to be a 15-yarder. But let's see what it was. It may not have been. That's that ability of. Oh, it's on Bedford.
Okay,
wow.
So there were 12 men on the field at the time of the snap, so that no-huddle punt, so to speak, worked there for Exeter, as Bedford was caught a half step slow getting their last guy off the field. So 12 men on the field. It's a penalty against the Bulldogs.
It's good staff here tonight we have, Nick. They are, so many of those are going to be missed by inexperienced officials.
And now we have a 4th down, and it looks like 2, Steve. 4th
Wow.
and 12 becomes 4th and 2. Gives something perhaps for Coach Ball to think about.
Yeah, but in the first quarter, if your defense can't ever stop, it's over anyway. So in this situation, Nick, it's a long 2, and number 1, and then number 2, if you don't make it.
Well, he's going to roll the dice, because here comes Tyler Ream back onto the field.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
The quarterback is in the huddle, and it looks like Exeter is prepared to go for it here with 2.5 to go in the first quarter from their own 40-yard line.
Coach Ball sees this as a critical time in the game. There is no wrong answer. It's just your own opinion.
Ream does take the snap, handoff. Kelly on a trap play.
And he gets it.
And he's close. No sign yet. Needed to get past the 42-yard line. And let's see where the spot is.
He's got it.
Football is right on the 42, and the officials say first down.
Yeah, he'd get a great second effort. One of the things we're seeing, Nick, I don't know if they're learning it in camp, they're learning it on their prospective coaches, offensive running back coaches. I don't know, but we're seeing twisting, good, safe ball well secured, a lot of really good twisting and turning for extra yardage upon the hit, and that got him the first down right there. So Coach Ball rolls the dice, knows it's a critical time of the game, and recognizes possession is 90% ownership. And right now, he's by that call and a good second effort run, he's got his team still with possession. They have a chance.
And again, it all started with getting that punt team on the field that quickly.
Yeah.
Which forced the Bedford 12-man on the field penalty. 4th and 12 became 4th and 2.
Yep.
And you create your own opportunities, so to speak, in that regard.
Well, I guess the best thing you could say about Coach Ball, he's been there, done that. When you've coached for that long, these things just become second nature. It's just part of it. Where a new head coach may have to think about that, and it's too late. He's got it already set up ahead.
Been involved in one capacity or another with the Exeter football program since 1978.
Think about that.
1st and 10, Kelly able to make a man miss in a phone booth there across the 45 up to the 48-yard line. Tripped up by Jack Zamulovic on his second stop.
Nick, to these Gen Zers, you got to explain what a phone booth is. To our older audience like me, we lived in those things. Used to have to stop at the local convenience store and get change and keep loading in while the operator's saying put more in. But when you got a smartphone today, things have changed.
Meanwhile, Kelly has been the leading ball carrier for Exeter so far. 5 carries in this first quarter.
Yep.
Minute 20 to go. 2nd down and 5. The band striking things back up.
Little Fox Sports.
Meanwhile, on the right side, nowhere to go. Again, Connor Flaherty plugs up the hole.
Yeah, Connor does that.
Menace up front here early on for Bedford. No gain on the run. 3rd and 5.
Well, Connor certainly is the leader out there, but that is a good defensive line from one end to the other. And a lot of people talk about that. Connor brings a lot of attention, and well-deserved, by the way, but his teammates there on the defensive front all get it done. You can clearly see these guys not only do they have great technique, they've been weightlifting since January, Nick, and really, really powerful. I haven't seen anybody this year manhandle them yet, any of them.
Approaching the final 30 seconds. 3rd down. Roll out, throw,
Great
catch,
play.
and a first down. Whoa!
There's Golden Mulry still going down the sideline.
Wow.
And touchdown Exeter.
You got to give
A remarkable run there by Gavin Mulray, a 47-yard touchdown. Ream gets credit for the toss, and Exeter a point away from tying the game.
Nick, I'm a little concerned, a little confused, I should say, about what the motivation is to stack the box to this level when you're winning all the individual battles. And they really stacked. Everything was leaning in on an inside contain. There was nobody out there. Nice release pass on play action. Boy, I'll tell you, this young quarterback, I believe, is a sophomore. How about this young kid? He is a junior. I'm sorry. Even as a junior, he's a heady young man getting the job done. Great offensive play calling. Exeter's doing everything they can, being completely overmatched on the offensive defensive line, Nick. They're doing everything they can to turn the field all into play. And this is just great play calling by the offensive unit.
So Tyler Ream to Gavin Mulray. That's the connection there. 47-yard touchdown. Where it seemed like Mulray
Yeah, I know what you're going to
was
say.
destined to go out of bounds at some point there. But
Never
able
did.
to tiptoe the sideline, showing the speed the whole way. Touchdown Exeter, and now an extra point away here. A timeout was just called there by Coach Ball. Special teams apparently not quite ready. Now the field goal unit back on the field to try to knock the game up at 7.
Yeah, and speed kills, as they say, but it really kills when you get out in the open field, down on the outside. And what happened was that lightning speed forced the defender to dive at the legs, and he hopped over, and it was easy pay dirt after that.
Snap, hold, kick, up and good. Connor Bishop, the sophomore, right down the middle.
Well,
7-7, Exeter with a big answer after the long Bedford drive. And again, the big pass play, the key factor on that one.
When I used to coach, Nick, I would just lick my chops when I saw a 9-man, box stack. And when you get that, and everybody's taking the inside contain route from the 4 outside positions on the line, and then in the linebacker core, and everything just stacked up. Give the offensive line credit that they hit their blocks and gave him just enough time to loft that ball. Very good stealth release pattern on the outside to the left, and then great just using God-given speed to get around the corner. You got to, it looked pretty kind of grim here about 5 minutes ago for the Exeter Bluehawks, just the way the game was going. But you know what? There's always a play call in response to a defensive play call. And Coach Ball's nailed him tonight and really given his quarterback and his team an opportunity to succeed here.
Yeah, Coach Ball already factoring in, especially on that drive with the special teams punt that kept the drive alive, the 4th down conversion. And then the play action throw dialed up on 3rd down. Meanwhile,
down.
This kick is out of bounds.
Yep.
An illegal procedure on the way against Exeter with 19 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Meanwhile, the stands continue to swell here at Bulldog Stadium. A lot of activity behind us. Figured the cars would start to taper off after the kickoff, but that is not the case.
No.
The parking lot
Absolutely not.
is filling up in real time here as we approach the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
And you could smell the burgers as well as the Snack Shack up and running.
Boy, they smell good, too. I saw Pat Kelly, friend of mine here, early on with his partner there, and they had about 60, 80 burgers gone. I came back, and half of them were gone, and that was pregame. This place is buzzing right now. There's people everywhere, and still cars coming in. Look at this. Wow.
Second drive for Bedford. 1st and 10. They set up a receiver screen for Durso, and a highlight move there. Draws a couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd. He's up the sideline to the 46.
Well, you get the
that's
feeling.
A Bedford first down.
I believe he's a junior, correct, Durso?
Yep.
Bedford's going to be in good shape with a starting running back next year. If obviously, look at the way this young man runs, and he's going to get bigger, faster, and stronger even next year. So there are some big shoes to fill on this team next year.
Another one of the Bulldog multi-sport athletes.
Yep.
We see him in the springtime on the lacrosse field. Meanwhile, there's an Exeter player shaken up, and that's not a good sign. That's one of their two-way starters, Patrick Hathaway, the 6-foot senior tight end / cornerback. He's limped his way to the Bedford sideline and is going to see some attention here behind the Bulldog bench.
Yep.
As the play happened on the near side of the field.
I don't really know. It looks like it's something on the lower right part of the leg. Might be the calf. He's pointing. Could be a cramp here because it looks like he's getting him a little bit of a massage here on the right calf.
Let's hope that's all it is.
We'll hope that's all it is. Yep.
Just over 10 seconds to go, first quarter, 7-7. What's been a competitive 12 minutes here to open up.
Well,
meanwhile, Coach Ball is heading back to the far sideline after having a word with the official. He's going to send some other staff personnel across the field to check on his injured player.
Let's give Coach Ball credit. 4th and 2 on his own 38, 42-yard line, whatever it was, and he goes for it.
Yep.
There's a situational football. It isn't just on the field. It's on the sidelines as well. Understands the situation, gravity, says, I'm going to go for it right now. If we can't get 2 yards on a run, something's wrong. He gets it.
Kept the drive alive, and ultimately
alive.
It was a 47-yard hookup from Ream
to
Mulray. Meanwhile, Helton, big hole. First down and then some as he escapes down the sideline.
How does he do that?
Inside the 25, but they're going to whistle him out of bounds back at the 37.
Well, he didn't, but he almost did. That is amazing coordination, Nick.
Either way, it's a 17-yard pick.
To have a rolling tackle like that come in and literally come through your body and you hurdle over it. And he was inches away from Coach Zach Matthews is arguing the case here. But nevertheless, first down. But, wow, what a talented runner he is.
Ball is spotted at the Exeter 37.
So Helton, 3 carries now in this first quarter, and 39 yards unofficially. Meanwhile, still some seconds here remaining in the first quarter, 4.7. Likely time for one more play here for Bedford. And they'll send out a 3-receiver set here.
Yep.
Somebody jumped early.
Yeah.
It may have been the left tackle, Connor Flaherty.
You could see it, Nick. It's just everything was just kind of timed off time.
No argument from the senior.
No. Yeah, Bennett a little frustrated out there. He wants to get rolling with this offense.
That's going to be Bedford's 3rd penalty.
Yeah. So they have a motion penalty, a false start penalty, and
then too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field, and there was something over here. What was that one over here on Bedford? Earlier in the game, over by the 20-yard line on the opposite end there.
Well, there's the false start.
I don't think it was defensive holding. It was something else. Anyway, 3 penalties just the same.
So now we've got a 1st and 15.
I wouldn't call it a quick first quarter, but it wasn't a long one either. Pretty much baseline as far as 3.4 seconds left here.
Well, 2 touchdowns and 5 total penalties.
Yep.
Slowed the pace a little bit.
No doubt.
1st and 15. Bedford in the pistol. Exeter showing heat off the edge. They pitch to the right side, and again, Helton's got plenty of running room.
Yeah.
Gets up to speed and is tackled near the first down stick along the sideline.
Hell of a recovery right there, but they had their defensive end slide inside, which opened him up. Watch the block here on the where he'll get blocked inside. He had outside position, which you got to do. But you know the thing is with Helton, if the block is outside, he's going to cut.
That's the end of the first quarter here in Bedford. 7-7 in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. Bedford on the march when we come back. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Second quarter here in Bedford. The Bulldogs with the football, hoping to retake the lead as they approach the red zone. Nick and Astis, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Bulldogs scored first, a 21-yard touchdown run from their senior quarterback, Bennett Matthews. He hands off to Helton. It's a left side run. He breaks one tackle and then is driven down at about the 23, maybe the 22. The Dylan O'Kane, who's listed at 6'5", 300. Wow, with the tackle there.
Height and size.
So Kane
throw some
limits,
strength in there. You got something.
Yeah, he limits Helton to his shortest run of the first half, just a 4-yard gain there for the senior. So Bedford scored first. Exeter came back late in that quarter. Inside the final minute, came up with the longest play of the first half, a 47-yard hookup from Tyler Ream to Gavin Mulray. And Bedford marching ever since. On second down, they go back to the air, and it's the third catch for Landon Elsmore. Makes his way into the red zone, steps out of bounds at about the 16-yard line after a gain of 7.
Well, traditionally you see Bedford do this underneath stuff, and they'll make a run here, or then they'll do another short pass and whatever, and then all of a sudden they just go. They have a go route, and they kind of lull the defensive backfield into coming up a little tighter and screwing down to cover that, and then they go. And Bennett Matthew has got the gun and the accuracy to get it done if they give him the time.
The man in coverage made the tackle. That's Shane Winter, the 5'9" senior defensive back. First minute gone, second quarter. Durso in motion, handoff, Helton right side, and he goes around the corner. Inside the 10, inside the 5, before he's stopped by Plant at about the 3-yard line. So a 12-yard pickup there. Plant with his second tackle. And now first and goal coming up here for Bedford as they can smell the end zone.
Setting up first down and goal.
So Helton,
3-yard line.
Busy on that one after the 12-yard pickup. Up to 55 yards now on 5 carries unofficially in this first half. Football just inside the 3-yard line. First and goal. Nearly 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Again, a 3-receiver look for Bedford. Handoff Helton up the middle, and he's going to roll his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard plunge for Helton, and Bedford is back out in front 13-7.
Nice drive, just slowly, methodically working the ball down the field, Nick. Just not able to stop this offensive line is just winning the war on the line of scrimmage, and why not take advantage of that? It's very safe, secure, short passes. Run Helton, run Durso, run Bennett. So we'll see.
They've sprinkled in Elsmore as well in the pass game.
Yep.
And now an extra point attempt. Up and good. As Elijah Todd is 2 for 2. Bedford come up with an answer. They retake the lead here as this wrestling match back and forth in the first half continues here at Bulldog Stadium. Week number 5, Bedford trying to improve to 5-0. They ran the table last year in the regular season as well. Exeter, after suffering their first defeat last weekend, looking to now do it again from behind on the road. If so, they're 4-1.
Bedford looks strong, Nick. The only thing that I would say that, other than the penalty thing, not a big deal, but, a few penalties you don't want to have, but just the decision to stack that box to the degree that they are and opening up a very qualified response from Exeter, taking advantage of that. I'm interested to see what the defense of Bedford does now. If they widen their splits a little bit, kind of spread out a little bit, put some defenders, maybe keep a couple linebackers back to be, at least to read that read that
play action.
That play action, yeah.
Has been a big part of the Exeter game plan tonight. Meanwhile,
Yep.
a fair catch is made at the 27-yard line by one of the Exeter up men. That's Cam Weiskiel, the 6'3 junior tight end. So decent starting field position here for the Blue Hawks on drive number 3. 1st and 10 coming up from their own 27.
Well,
Exeter will start this drive at their own.
let's see what Bedford's defense does and how they respond to it.
Well, reminder, tomorrow we're right back at it for another Division I matchup, Saturday afternoon style. 1 o'clock kick down in Salem. Wyndham and Salem, 2 Division I Central rivals. It's another big Week 5 matchup. We'll get an out-of-town scoreboard coming up tonight at halftime, but Saturday action tomorrow in our game of the week here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, Wyndham and Salem. On 1st and 10 and up the middle run. And that's Mulray back to work. Well, with Corzot apparently out tonight, it's been Mulray who has stepped in to fill that void. The junior has looked good.
Yes, he has.
That's a 5-yard carry there to set up 2nd and 5.
But you're going to play Bedford, you need all of your personnel in there, Nick.
Mulray at the 47-yard touchdown catch, and he's held his own on the ground so far tonight as well. 2nd and 5. Got a wing to the right side. Ream is going to look across the line of scrimmage and see another stacked box from Bedford. Puts Kelly in motion, takes the snap. He's got Helton on his back, and he's sacked.
It's worked 3 times.
Taken down back inside the 20-yard line. Helton shoots into the backfield for the sack.
Well, he knows how to read green space so well as a runner, Nick. As a linebacker, and especially a middle linebacker, he fits right into that position as well because he understands where the openings are, and he's got such amazing vision.
That's a 10-yard loss on the sack.
Yeah, you just can't play backwards that deep. That's just too much loss. That's a lot of, when you're a running football team by nature, that's a lot of ground to make up here on 3rd down.
First down stick at the 37. Ream handoff, left side run, and Helton is going to blow that one up again.
Yep.
4 tackles in this first half, including that one there on Cole Kelly. Kelly is held to just a yard gain. 4th down and 15, a win there for the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, it just looked kind of easy, Nick. That's just that line of scrimmage is just opening up and completely tying up that offensive line. They're winning that battle. They're getting separation and control. But look at this here.
They're going to go with a fake plant up the sideline.
And he got it.
Move. He's close. Did he step out of bounds?
No,
I think he did.
He did.
They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line, about 3 full yards short of that first down stick. Heck of an effort there by Plant. Gutsy call from Coach Ball.
Yeah, Coach Matthews not happy with that amount. You almost got a first down here, Nick. And
12-yard gain there for Plant.
Very, very close to not stepping out of bounds there and getting a first down. Wow.
So the gamble ultimately does not work for Exeter. It sets up a short field for Bedford. 1st and 10 at the Blue Hawk 34-yard line. This comes with just over 4 minutes gone by in this second quarter. And Bedford out in front 14-7.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have
Coach, I was going to say earlier.
Timeout here
Yep.
by Bedford. Our broadcast is brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire.
Great job, Bulldogs.
Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. Also by TKQB Academy. Be the best QB that you can be. Call Trevor Knight directly or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Their record now sits at
Visit
7-5.
accuratetree.com,
Next week.
a free estimate. And finally by Jewett Construction. Building relationships on and off the field since 1972. Start your next project today at JewettConstruction.com. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Bedford a 14-7 lead. A 1st and 10 coming following the fake punt at the Exeter 34. They go back to the ground.
Look at him slide.
Going to burst his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bedford.
Yeah, that's
A
touchdown.
34-yard run. Went through the hole, broke it right, and was gone.
Wow.
A valiant effort near the goal line, but in the end, Helton is in for his second score, and Bedford has opened up a 2-score lead now at 20-7.
I couldn't get the number who tackled him at the end zone, Nick, but let me tell you, that guy's got some rocket speed. Helton, just as he goes through the hole, Nick, his every single step is so meaningful of his objective of understanding where the players are around him, angles of attack. He has such a tremendous awareness and vision that he does it early on. A lot of other runners might step up forward like that, then run outside, and you lose that angle. He makes the right step in the right direction, shoots the right vector every single time.
Todd's extra point is good. 21-7. One play, 34 yards there for Bedford as Helton takes it to the house on that first down run. It's been a productive first half for the senior as he's been busy tonight. Now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carries, the last 2 have ended in pay dirt. 21-7 Bedford.
Highly productive offense, Nick, with the machines that they have out there and the great linemen that they have. I mean, it's not 3 out of 5 offensive linemen, Nick. It's all 5 of them are outstanding, and they play in perfect synchrony as a unit, and they're very, very difficult to try to control. They know how they use the cadence that Bennett gives them, and you give them just the slightest advantage off of the ball, it's all over, and they're gonna steer you where they want, and then they're playing downhill right now. There's just no answer for. The only answer really in this game is try to hang in there with what they did when they got their 7 points, Nick, of just having great creative offensive drives to get it done, but we'll see what they do here.
Line drive kick handled again by Ken Wyskeel, who immediately goes down to the turf after catching that line drive kick at the 28. So Exeter, well, they pulled out all the stops here in this first half, including a fake punt which came up just short of the marker to conclude the last drive.
Yep.
But we're going to have to dig a little deeper into the bag of tricks here, trailing by 2 touchdowns. On 1st and 10, Ream going to come back under center here. He's got the wing back to his left. Bedford again with a stacked box. First down,
well
quick
done.
hitter, second level, plant up
Well
the
done.
middle, and a first down.
That's just a nice run. Look at the blocks up front.
13-yard pickup for Plant before he was stopped by the 2 safeties for Bedford, Matthews and Elsmore.
Everyone's good for a first down. 1st and 10 for Exeter from their own 42.
Meanwhile, Raymond Plant has been a big part of the offense. Got a 12-yard catch in this first half, and now 27 yards on 4 carries. 5-man front for Bedford, 1st and 10 Exeter. Handoff Mulray, and nowhere to go. Tyrese Seeley in the middle of that pile for Bedford, the senior defensive tackle, coming up with the stop. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Just over 5 minutes gone by, second quarter. And a 21-7 Bulldog lead.
Seeley with the tackle. No gain in the play. Makes it 2nd and 10.
Well, we had a 7-7 game after 1 quarter. Bennett Matthews got Bedford on the board. Exeter's Tyler Ream hooked up with Mulroy from 47 yards out. 7-7 after 1. Meanwhile, on 2nd and 10, play action. Roll out, Ream throws across the middle. He's got Tobin, catch made, but a flag is thrown by the back judge.
There's a penalty on the play.
So let's see what the penalty is all about. Meanwhile, here in the second quarter, 2 Bedford touchdowns, both from Brody Helton. A 3-yard run, then a 34-yard run. Those 2 scores sandwiched around a fake punt run that came up just short for Exeter on 4th and long. That is where we are, 21-7 here. The officials discussing the flag. If the play stands, it's the second catch for senior Will Tobin.
Holding.
So defensive holding, they're going to wipe out the catch but take the penalty, which means first down Exeter at the Bedford 48.
At the Bedford 48.
It's been something of a bugaboo for Coach Matthews in this first half. This team has now taken 4 penalties for 35 yards.
Yeah, you start getting a little concerned about that because remember, you're going to run into times in games where that could be the difference. And with a 21-7 lead, you're getting away with it, but
something to watch for sure.
Something to watch, and something's got to be cleaned up.
Another quick hitter on 1st and 10, and this one is stuffed. As Plant is thrown down in the hole. And guess who? Connor Flaherty.
I was just going to say.
The hole plugger for
See
Bedford.
that big frame get up there. He is a force. Got a lot of good colleges looking at him, from what I understand.
Holds Plant to just 1 yard. 2nd down and 9 coming as we tick down towards the 5-minute mark. Second quarter. Packed house, homecoming weekend here in Bedford. The crowd has been treated to some good football so far here tonight. Hoping Bedford can come up with another stop here on 2nd down and 9. Handoff up the middle, counter play.
They're moving the football though, Nick.
And I think that's Kelly it is, down to the 41-yard line.
Yep.
So 2nd and 9, Steve, becomes 3rd and 3 here for Coach Ball.
Got to say, if you go for it in 4th and 2 in your own zone, you're going to go throw it on. It's 4-down territory here, even if they are a couple short. I would expect Coach Ball to try his best. He's a big possession. The way he wins is by maintaining time of possession. Got some work to do to catch up, but I'm sure this is 4-down territory.
3rd and 3 here. First down stick at the 38. Bedford brings heat defensively. Cole, Kelly, the ball carrier again. Flaherty lands on top of him down at the 40-yard line. Kelly only gets a yard there, so deja vu here. 4th down and 2 for Exeter. We saw the Blue Hawks convert on their lone scoring drive at the end of the first quarter on a 4th and 2.
Yep. Well,
4th and 2.
They've had their moments, Nick. I mean, they had a nice drive there when they scored the touchdown. They got all the way down, I think, the 28-30 on the one where they end up having to kick it away down in the corner.
That was the opening drive,
and they've been able to move the football.
Meanwhile, speaking of movement, Bedford jumped a little bit, but got back, and now we get a whistle, and I think a timeout.
Is that Coach Ball?
Yep, Coach Ball.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Exeter going to call a timeout here. Tried to draw the Bulldogs offside.
Yeah, but I can't imagine he's still not going. I think this is a change the play type thing. We got the chance to see their defense. Why not try to, pull them off, get 2 jobs done at once? Bedford thought they may have went over, but referee was right on it, said absolutely not. And here we are, 4th. I thought they got a little bit more yardage than that. That's still 4th.
It's 4th and a solid 2.
A solid 2.5. So they didn't get much more than a half a yard on that last one. I thought they got about a yard and a half.
Looks like 4th and 2 coming up.
4th and 2, that's a little bit different than 4th and a yard.
Reminder,
my guess is he's going for it.
Just a quick reminder, we've got a break. Tomorrow, back on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Wyndham at Salem, 1 o'clock kick, 12:45 pregame. Jaguars and Blue Devils coming up tomorrow. And, of course, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done so already. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire on YouTube at FNL NH Media. Basically a doubleheader every weekend here moving forward, plus playoff coverage. You know what to expect, I hope, at this point from us. Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. On YouTube at FNL NH Media. Here we go, 4th and 2. Coach Ball going to stick to the T formation. Bedford going to load the box again. Long count. Ream takes the snap. They keep it in the quarterback's hands. He rolls right. Helton is going to push him out of bounds short of the stick. In fact, they're going to lose 2 yards. Helton has had a great day tonight both ways for Bedford.
And if there's an area where, as a senior, Nick, he's really come on strong, it's defense. Defense has improved. He's always, as a sophomore, state title, top of the line running back, even as a sophomore. But the big advancement from Brody Helton is his ability to read his keys, react. I still think he has explosive speed this year, even more than he had last year. And that's really showing here on defense. But all of that combined with a great ability to understand what to do at the linebacker position. He's just such a valuable player.
And now Bedford, 3 touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, take over for their 4th drive of this first half with 3:42 to go. They're going to stretch the field. Durso's going to zigzag to midfield. He's got the first down. He spins
Still
at the
going.
Exeter 45 before he's finally tumbled down at about the 43-yard line. A 16-yard carry there for the junior receiver, Bryson Durso. Plant credited with his 3rd tackle. And another first down coming from Bedford at the Blue Hawk 43.
At the Blue Hawks 43-yard line.
Durso, 2nd carry tonight. 2 runs for 21 yards. He's got an 11-yard grab as well.
He's an impressive player.
He's been a factor.
He really wowed me over in the South game.
I was about to say, he's been a contributor here in the early part of the season.
Very early.
Helping Bedford compile a 4-0 record.
Got the lead block.
Durso again, and this time
nice job by 27.
Spun down. One-on-one tackle there for Exeter's Jackson McDonald, the junior.
Yeah, those are the tough ones right there. That's a tough tackle to make. Completely did a great job shedding his blocker, Nick, and remaining in the hip square position, in the football athletic position. And he wasn't reading the upper body. He was reading towards the hips, and that's what you've got to do. It'll tell you where the body's going every single time. Good runners are able to juke, but that's just good tackling. Number 27 all the way around.
Jackson McDonald,
yep.
6-yard pickup for Bryce Durso. 2nd down and 4 for Bedford. We move toward the 2-minute warning. Screen left side, and another catch here for Elsmore. He's up the middle, and he's taken down inside the 20.
Big gain.
At about the 18-yard line. It's a 19-yard grab for Elsmore, who has been busy 4 catches here.
Yep.
Stopped there by Exeter's Sam Gibney.
Well-executed play. The downfield blocking there was excellent and timed properly. Waited for the catch. Then they're in position and execute their blocks downfield, and that's what extends that play and really allows the receiver to get a good running start. Very difficult to bring down.
5 completions now for Matthews. 1st and 10, Bedford. They're back in the red zone. The Exeter 18. Matthews is all day, going to throw right side. Durso leaves his feet.
What an athlete.
Did he come down in bounds? He came down in the end zone for a Bedford touchdown. 18-yard hookup, Matthews to Durso, highlight-style grab by the junior, and Bedford extends the lead now to 27-7 with 1:27 to go in the first half.
We spend so much time talking about Brody Helton and Bennett Matthews, Nick, but Elsmore and Durso are just, runners-up here in their positions in the sense they are major league contributors, and they are impressive athletes. Very, 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 very solid pass routes by Elsmore. I mean, what a catch.
Meanwhile, Elijah Todd, who had been 3 for 3.
Whoa, we got it.
Able to sneak that one in on a line drive effort that looked like it was doomed.
Yeah.
It does find its way, and it's 28-7. As Bedford starting to run away with this one. Inside of 2 minutes, minute 27 to go, first half. 21 unanswered points by the Bulldogs. Matthews with a touchdown run and now a touchdown pass. And Bryce Durso, the latest to get into the end zone. 18 yards there on that through-the-air strike.
Yeah, I would say that Bedford came to this game. When you look at the talent, Nick, at the prospective positions, and you can see why every single week they're rated 1 or 2 by everybody, all of the people that rate these two teams. It is just right now it's really stratifying as these two teams are, that being Pinkerton and Bedford, are just a step above the way.
Well, the one that we keep an eye on, that's the poll that we participate in. That's the Union Leaders Weekly Power Poll put together by Chris Duffy and the staff over at the New Hampshire Union Leader.
That was Sam Gibney.
And you're right, so far through now 5 weeks of voting, it's been Pinkerton at 1, Bedford at 2 in that poll.
Well, giving what we do and we choose competitive games every single week and matchups, you don't have to be 4-0. We're going to Salem tomorrow for 2-2-2 teams who are very solid, who could turn it up at any time, who are already good football teams right now. Wyndham able to go into 2-2. They're coming on strong. Salem, lost to Pinkerton, and
last week on the road at BG.
At BG, but don't count the Salem Blue Devils out.
No, I was about to say Coach Abraham's going to have them rearing, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock the kick. We'll be on the air at 12:45. Meanwhile, 1st and 10, final minute 21 to go, first half. Exeter is going to stay with the ground attack. And Kelly is wrestled down at about the 43-yard line. Bedford's Braden Calkins, junior linebacker, got him around the waist and holds Kelly to a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7, that clock running as we dip inside of 1 minute remaining. Coming up at halftime, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard, and live on-field entertainment from the Bedford High School Marching Band. All that coming up at halftime. 2nd and 7. See how aggressive Exeter wants to be here. They do have 1 timeout remaining. Mulray up the middle, going to push the pile, and the herd crosses.
Nice job.
Down to the Bedford 49,
I think he's got it, Nick.
And that's the first down.
Mulray
with an 8-yard carry. Clock, though, ticking down to 25 seconds.
Tackled by Santino DiGiattano.
DiGiattano.
In on that tackle.
Along with Correnti in on the stop for Bedford. And we'll see here if they're going to run one more play and call a timeout, or is that the last play? It's a 5-yard carry for Cole Kelly, and that will do it for the first half here in Bedford.
And that marks the end.
Strong second quarter by the Bulldogs. They score 3 straight touchdowns, and their lead is 3 touchdowns at the midway point. 28-7 Bedford. The undefeated Bulldogs looking good on their home field on homecoming weekend. Coming up, stats, highlights, Steve's analysis and keys, and a look at that out-of-town scoreboard, which is busy here in week number 5, basically the midway point of the regular season. We'll get you the latest there and a performance that we'll bring your way live as well from the Bedford High Marching Band. All that in just a few minutes. 28-7 Bedford at halftime. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471 888-858-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
As a reminder, the 50-50 raffle is going on supporting the athletic boosters. The drawing will be at the end of the third quarter.
Start of the second half here in Bedford. The Bulldogs out in front of Exeter 28-7 in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. Bedford, back-to-back champs in 22 and 23, bowed out in the semis last year after an undefeated regular season. 4-0 coming in here tonight, 2025, and they struck first. The coach's son, senior quarterback Bennett Matthews, a 21-yard touchdown, put Bedford out in front 7-0, less than 5 minutes remaining in that first quarter. Exeter on the ensuing drive came back, converted a 4th and 2, and then got a big play. Tyler Ream hooks up with Gavin Mulray for 47 yards out, 7-7 our score after one quarter. And then second quarter, Bedford's Brody Helton got going, the senior running back. 2 touchdowns on back-to-back carries, a 3-yard score, put Bedford out in front 14-7, less than 2 minutes into the frame. Then after the Bulldogs special teams stopped a fake punt, Bedford got the ball back on a short field, and it took one play to get Helton back in the end zone, a 34-yard run. 21-7 Bulldogs at that point, and then another dagger late in the half. Final 90 seconds, Matthews to Bryson Durso, the junior, a spectacular grab. Contested near the goal line. He's in, 18-yard touchdown. And that's where we are, 28-7, as we get set for the start of this third quarter. So Exeter are going to have to do it from behind if they want to avoid their second straight loss. And the Blue Hawks will kick the football away to begin the second half. Some of the stats from that first half, unofficial of course. Bedford's Bennett Matthews. 1 carry, 21 yards. That was the 21-yard touchdown run. 6 completions, 96 yards through the air, including a touchdown toss. Brody Helton led the way for Bedford on the ground. 7 carries, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bulldogs' leading receiver in that first half was Landon Elsmore, the senior wideout, 4 grabs, 61 yards. We're underway here in the third quarter. Bulldogs let it bounce once before it's fielded on the hop by Teddy LaPointe. The sophomore is going to make his way across the 30 up to about the 33-yard line. Stopped by Exeter's Gavin Mulray. For Exeter in that first half, Mulray had the 47-yard touchdown grab. He also had 4 carries for 12 yards. Exeter's leading ball carrier was senior Cole Kelly, 10 carries, 35 yards. Raymond Plant was a dual threat, 5 carries, 29 yards, 1 catch for 12 yards. And Tyler Ream completed 3 passes for Exeter in that first half, 70 yards for the junior and a touchdown. Matthews back to work. There's the connection. Finds Elsmore, who weaves his way up the sideline, where he's wrestled down right at the 50-yard line. It's another 17 yards for Elsmore. It brings his total on the night up to 78. Tobin with his second stop for Exeter and a first down for Bedford. First and 10 at midfield.
Boy, has he been productive tonight, Nick. We saw him before. I watched him on film on one of the other broadcasts, and he's in an upward curve. He was good against South. To me, I'm looking at his passing routes. Look at the versatility he has to do all kinds of things to receive the ball, and he's really been impressive.
Got 3 receivers, strong side right here.
Yep.
And a 4-man front for Exeter. It's a quarterback keeper. Matthews is hauled down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, picked that right up.
Drag tackle there by Colton Ray. The sophomore has been busy defensively.
Matthews with the carry.
Matthews, no gain on that rush, just his second
Tackled
carry.
by Colton Ray.
We've got a 2nd and 10 coming with a minute gone by
2nd and 9.
in this third quarter. Well, again, a huge crowd on hand here in week number 5. It's homecoming, first weekend of October. A lot of alumni, a lot of students, obviously. A lot of the youth turn out to these Bedford games, and tonight no exception. Standing room only here at Bulldog Stadium.
Well, it's become a community event. There's a lot of people that are stacked up, not even watching the game, but all part of their class, supporting each other. And wow, what a turn!
Helton does get around the corner, breaks one tackle before he's tripped up after crossing the 40.
It's the only way you get Helton down. You've got to twist. You got to grab those ankles. Got to wrap them. That's the only way you're going to get him down. You try to take on his upper body there's very few people that can take him above the waist, Nick. You've got to get low. Obviously, the best situation is team tackling. But if you could get him low and stumble him up and give your defensive support personnel to come in and finish the job, that's really how you got to approach it with him.
That 11-yard carry puts the senior over the century mark tonight unofficially. 103 yards on now 8 carries.
That's never a good sign, just for a half.
1st and 10, they're going to reverse
There's nobody there.
Ellsmore to the 30, 25, stiff arm at the 20, and here come the flags. Tackle made inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
2 flags. Wonder if it's for the same infraction.
They came at the same time as the sophomore Sam Gibney dragged him down.
Yep. My guess is that's offensive holding because both refs were facing each other and saw, looking at each other, and in between was where the ball was. My guess is something up there is somebody was holding. But the way they're working the ball, I'm not sure. Yep, it is.
Bedford, 4 penalties for 35 yards in that first half. Add another 10 to that total.
Yep.
Exeter on the other side, only 2 penalties for 20 yards.
But Bedford's been able to move the ball just the same. And a lot of these penalties, Nick, have been called in the middle of the field. Not anything down either defensively with Exeter in their zone or vice versa. They haven't really killed their drives, any of their offensive drives.
In fact, Bedford going to get 8 yards on that play. The hold took place downfield.
Yep.
So 1st and 2, Helton left side run. Going to stretch his way to the 25. For again, he's brought down from behind at about the 22-yard line. Both Gibney and Ray combined for the stop for Exeter.
One of the keys, Nick, in the first part of before the game was can they hit Brody Helton at the line or behind the line of scrimmage? Not much of that's going on tonight. And if he's not getting hit at the line, then he just can work his magic and his tremendous capability to be able to just force his way, and he just chooses the right lane all the time. You have to stop him at the line of scrimmage or before. At least slow him down.
1st and 10, Bedford. Left side run, Matthews through the hole, down inside the 15 to the 12. Stopped by Tobin again out of the secondary.
Combined tackle by...
Well, this is just offensive line domination, Nick. I mean, this is all downhill running right here. Any back, whether it's Ellsworth coming around through the jet, Durso, running off tackle, Brody Helton or Bennett just keeping it.
8 yards there for Matthews.
Huge lanes for these guys to run, and there's just nobody around.
You saw Matthews get up, limp a little bit.
Yeah,
back
I saw
to the
that.
Huddle.
Yeah, I saw that.
Senior still on the field,
he's
but with
still
a noticeable limp.
Yeah, this thing goes in the end zone, Nick. We may see him
2nd down and
take
2.
a break. Not necessarily something he'll want to do, but you got to preserve their quarterback.
Roll out right side, eyes downfield. He's got plenty of time. He fires over the middle, and it's dropped by Ellsmore inside the 5.
Ellsmore looking downfield before he made the catch. Got to maintain concentration. Keep the ball. Make sure you got the catch. My gosh, you're down on the 2-yard line. You can't think about the end zone yet. You got to make sure you catch it and then just back it in.
Had 2 men defensively in the area, including Luke St. Onge breathing down his neck.
Well, Elsmore showed he's human tonight because everything else he's done has been perfect.
Yeah. Had captured all 6 of his targets prior to that drop.
This is cooler than I believed it was predicted, Nick. I'll check the temperature in a minute.
Supposed to dip down to the mid-50s.
Yeah, I heard I saw the low 57.
About 64 at game time.
Okay.
3rd and 2. Helton bounces left side and is dragged down.
There you go.
No gain. Good gang tackle there. First on the scene for Exeter was Jackson Silber. And the defensive lineman, the senior, able to bring him down. Helton, no gain. 4th down, and it looks like a long 2 for Bedford.
Yep.
No gain on the play. Makes it 4th and 2.
4th and 2 officially. The first down stick somewhere between the 11 and 12-yard line. Football at the 13. 4th and 2. Matthews surveys the defense, puts a man in motion. Helton to his right. 4-man front for Exeter. Run right side. QB keeper. First down, Bedford.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything wrong with the ankle there when he cut upfield. So he's upset with himself right now. He felt as though he had a lane. But I think that was just a good tackle from coming in. He kind of got stuck a little bit behind his blockers. He was kind of up, but
handful of stops now for Will Tobin.
Yeah, nice tackle
from
there.
One of the safety spots for Exeter. But 1st and goal, Bedford, as this Bulldog offense marches on here, threatening to extend the lead, already out in front by 3 scores. Just over 5 minutes gone by, 3rd quarter, first drive since halftime. Man in motion again in this 3-receiver set. It's a pitch left side, and Helton's got a block inside the 5, and he takes on the tackler at the goal line. Touchdown, Brody Helton. 3rd tonight for the senior.
What a great block by Durso. You folks are going to see it. Durso just does a tremendous job steering him and sealing him inside, so Brody Helton basically never gets touched until he actually gets met at the end zone line and burst his way in. So blocking. If I'm Coach Matthews, I've got to be very pleased with the blocking that he's seen from his front end tonight. And it isn't just just the front 5. It's his receiving core doing a great job downfield.
Todd's extra point up and good.
Kick is good. That was Elijah Todd with the conversion.
35-7 Bedford. And now 28 unanswered points by the Bulldogs. The Blue Hawks have been put on notice here. Another 7 points would push the margin up to 35, and of course that would trigger the running clock.
Yep. That would take another 7 points, you're saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 35.
35 margin, right.
Is the margin that
right now it's 20. I see what you're saying, okay.
That would bring upon the running clock. So Exeter needing a response here.
Yeah.
They scored on their second drive. Did so with the help of a 4th and 2 conversion, and then they got the big play, Tyler Ream to Gavin Mulray. That was in the final minute of the first quarter. This Bulldog defense has had Exeter stuck in the mud really ever since.
And pretty darn good first drive. Got it all the way down inside the, what was it, 21 or something like that?
Just outside the red zone.
Just outside the red zone, and then it got foiled and wasn't able to score there. And then it's just, after that 7 points, it's just been that Exeter scored. It's been downhill.
Here's a dribbler on the kick. Fielded by Gibney, who is eventually brought down.
28, Freddie Maynard.
That was Sam Gibney with the return.
Melnar, the junior linebacker, with the special teams tackle. They'll mark Gibney at the 32. And a first down coming for Exeter.
I don't know if that's WMUR down there, Nick, or not, but that is one mammoth camera right there. I thought our 900 in the end zone were good size.
Exeter will start this drive.
Yeah, that's a big camera for sure. Well, ours a little more small, a little smaller, a little more mobile.
Well, you got to be.
Than that.
We're a different place every single week. By the way, we'll be in Salem tomorrow.
There you go.
Wyndham at Salem, 1 o'clock kickoff time. We'll be on at 12:45.
Meanwhile, 1st and 10. And a big hit in the hole by Cam Santos, the junior linebacker. Came up to stop that play dead in its tracks. Nowhere for Colton Ray to go. on his first carry of the night. But Ray able to lean forward and does pick up 2 to set up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, for our
makes it 2nd and 7.
close to 7,000 subscribers, Nick, don't underestimate the significance of this game tomorrow with Wyndham at Salem, because both of these teams are 2-2, and these are these middle weeks where things really start to separate and create the contenders and
the pretenders.
And the well, I don't know about that. That's usually week 7 and 8.
Meanwhile, Ray on a 2nd and 8,
nice
burst
run
through the line. He's got a first down. Matthews eventually gets a hold of it and spins him down at about the 48-yard line after a gain of 13 for Colton Ray. He's just a sophomore, Steve. We've called his name a bunch tonight defensively.
Like the way he ran.
He's got 4 or 5 tackles.
Absolutely.
On this drive now, 2 carries. That one goes for 13 yards.
And Camden Santos.
Santos, along with Matthews, given credit for the tackle.
I thought after watching both these teams, I didn't see with 5:21 in the third quarter, 35-7, Nick. I thought it'd be a little tighter than that. But Bedford is just really, really progressed. I understand there's some injuries on Exeter as well, but regardless of injuries or not, Bedford's just really winning the line of scrimmage on both sides.
Yeah, Exeter without one of their top ball carriers tonight, Max Korzak.
That doesn't help.
Another run right side, new ball carrier. And same result, a short game as Cam Santos starting to heat up defensively. Another tackle for the junior.
Tyler Merrick with the
Tyler
carry.
Merrick, his first carry. 5'11", 180-pound sophomore. Gets 2 yards there. Helton along with Santos. Again, combined on the stop. Helton defensively tonight, Steve. I got him for 6 tackles and a sack.
He's been very effective defensively. That's an area we just started talking about for those who weren't with us in the first half. What a tremendous defensive surge this guy's on. He's just
it's right in the middle of that 4-3.
Yeah, everywhere.
Meanwhile, Ray left side refusing to go down.
I like the spunk here on these Exeter Blue Hawk players here. They're not giving up by any stretch.
Hang on. Bedford just ripped the football away. Bulldogs come away celebrating, and the officials say it's Bedford possession.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's still an Exeter player down.
Brody Helton coming out giving some.
I'd like to see that on the replay if we can. Here.
Yeah, I never saw that. So I don't know what happened there, but.
That's the first turnover of the game. It's a lost fumble by Exeter at the Bedford 46-yard line. So the Bulldogs are going to take over there. It was a valiant run by the sophomore Colton Ray, but it's taken away. After a 5-yard gain, a fumble loss there. And we're trying to get the replay here to see exactly.
Well, there it is. I mean, dropped right in the. Yeah.
And we'll see who recovered it.
Looked to me like he was kind of caught standing up, Nick, running the ball, and he got stripped. One of the tacklers was holding him, and one of the other defenders came in. I couldn't tell which number it was, but they came in and they just tore the ball out of his grasp there, and it went in the ground, and Bedford recovered it.
Meanwhile, we have a timeout. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance, locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. By TKQB Academy. Be the best QB that you can be. Call Trevor Knight directly or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. By Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right. For a free estimate, visit AccurateTree.com. And finally by Jewett Construction. Start your next project today at JewettConstruction.com. Matthews going to air it out coming out of the timeout.
Wow.
It's a man in stride, and it's a touchdown for Bedford. A 54-yard strike. Matthews to Landon Elsmore, and Bedford is rolling here on homecoming weekend. 41-7.
With the toss.
And well, if the extra point is good here, we're going to see a running clock with 4 minutes even remaining in this third quarter.
And Landon Elsmore goes down to right in front of our cameraman, Matt Beals, down there, and gives him a little cue. I'm sure Ben will have that on the play. Look at the review here. Look at this nice release by Matthews. Nice fake.
Point is up and good.
Got all kinds of time to throw the ball. And watch him as he comes in here.
With the successful kick.
There you go.
So Landon Elsmore gets free. Steve got behind the defense.
And
no chance of being caught there on the 54-yard touchdown catch.
I mean, there wasn't a defender within 6-7 yards of Bennett Matthews on that throw. He had a beautiful pocket to throw out, and then he threw. Watch this. He throws an absolute strike here. Look at this. Nice release. I watched him on the sidelines, coming out for the second half, and boy, he throws a nice tight spiral, Nick, and he nailed it right there. Nice route by Elsmore as well. Great job.
Another multi-sport athlete, member of the basketball team, of course. They were the Division I champions on the hardwood. Bedford was last winter as well.
What a day that was. What a championship weekend was. Just, I think Bedford's basketball championships, which you, Nick, and Justin always cover with our regular crew here. It was just a special year last year, and boy, if you want to see some good basketball, get ready. Yeah. Go back and March 11th, I believe it was, on our YouTube channel and check out those games. They were first rate.
Yes.
And I dare say, Nick, you killed it the whole weekend. You and Justin, you guys killed it.
We certainly had a good game
to
call.
Great.
That's a game that came down to the wire between Bedford and Keene. Bulldogs have won 2 of the last 3 Division I championships under head coach Frank Moreno.
Yep. Frank, always a good guest for us, always willing to come up after the games on you guys' post-game show.
Great interview.
Thought the Pembroke situation there was fabulous, too, on Division 3.
Yeah, Division 2.
Division 2, excuse me. Division 2.
Yeah, we got all those basketball games up on our YouTube channel. If you're there, like and subscribe. Free to do so. FNL NH Media is the name of the channel. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire on YouTube. FNL NH Media. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you in the Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. We're broadcasting, simulcasting tonight as well.
Yep.
Live on Nesson Nation. And we're in action tomorrow in Salem. The Blue Devils play host to Wyndham. That's a 1 o'clock start. Our coverage begins at 12:45. Exeter offense back on the field with a running clock. And you're right, Tyler Merrick, nowhere to go. No gain for the sophomore. No, they give him 2, I guess.
Yep.
Spoke too soon there. 2-yard gain for Merrick and a 2nd and 8 on the way. Inside of 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Flaherty, another stop. Handful of tackles tonight for the senior. Gets a well-deserved rest on this play as he slaps 5 with his teammates on the home sideline. 2nd and 8. Steve, we've got a new Exeter quarterback. It's Asher Bartell, 6'5", sophomore, and here he comes on the run. Bartell off the back foot, lets it sail, high and incomplete.
Wow, he's got some
over the
height
head
there.
Of the intended target, Will Tobin, and now a 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Nice job rustling out, through that traffic there and getting himself outside. Looked like it sailed just a little bit, but obviously with the velocity there, he can throw the ball.
Third and 8. A lot of the reserves getting action both ways now.
Definitely.
We're seeing some new
Yep.
defensive players on the field for Bedford. And this one put to bed early here. Bedford.
Be interested to see what
else.
else.
7-7 tie. They broke it open, Steve, in that second quarter. 28-7 at half, and now 2 more touchdowns in this third quarter.
I'm interested to see at the end of the game what Elsmore's numbers are. I mean, he's got some yards racked up here between him and the connection with Bennett Matthews.
Meanwhile, Merrick only a yard there. And now a 4th down. Well, Elsmore had 4 catches for 61 yards in the first half.
Right. And he's got to
add on
have
17
60.
more on the initial catch of this third quarter, and then the 54-yard touchdown.
Good. Yeah, that's pretty good production already.
So that's 132 yards on 6
grabs.
grabs.
I thought. Yeah, that's good production right there.
Big fantasy night. Here's the punt. Nobody back to return. It's going to take an Exeter roll, and a pretty good one. inside the 25, down near the 23 when it's all said and done.
Had a nice conversation with Roger Brown before the game, and he was saying that Exeter has at least 4 starters out tonight. That can't be. No, that's what he told me.
Well, we know about Korzat.
Yeah.
And again, he had been Exeter's leading rusher through 4 games.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
And remember, Steve, we saw him get banged up in the second half against Winnicott last week. Only had 2 carries after halftime, so it may be related.
Could be to
that game
but
last Saturday.
It's clear. You can see a lot of the same situations with Pinkerton, Nick, when we have watched them this year. There's just a certain level of play that both of these teams play, Bedford and Pinkerton.
Meanwhile, we've got a stoppage because we've reached the end of the third quarter.
Oh, there you go.
And Steve, you mentioned Pinkerton.
Yeah.
I've got a score that may surprise you.
Really?
Coming up on the other side of the break.
Wow.
Fourth quarter is next. Bedford, big lead here over Exeter, 42-7. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by the Beals.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Tackle was made by Chase Barrett.
Well, start of the fourth quarter here in Bedford. Bulldogs with a dominating 42-7 lead on the board in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick and Astis, Steve Beals with you. This was a 7-7 game after one. Brody Helton got things going for Bedford in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns for the senior, 28-7. The Bulldog lead at halftime. Add another Helton score in that third quarter and a big pass play to Landon Elsmore. And what you get is a running clock here to begin this fourth quarter. Bedford, perhaps less than 12 minutes away from their 5th win, looking to stay unbeaten with a win on homecoming.
Well, I got to tell you, if I'm Zach Matthews and the coaching staffs on both sides, O&D, I'm very, very pleased with my offense and defensive lines tonight, Nick.
Second and 7.
They absolutely dominated the football game, and this is going to be a very formidable team to beat.
Connor Sturgis, the new ball carrier for Bedford. He's up over the 40. 4-yard pickup there. Exeter's William Rich, the junior with the tackle.
Yep.
So we got a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Makes it 3rd down and 4.
Well, coming into week 5, only 5 undefeated teams left.
That's it.
In Division 1, Bedford one of them. Defending champion Pinkerton another.
Yep.
Taking on Concord tonight. We'll get you that score coming up after the game.
Winnicott.
Memorial, both in D1 East.
With the carry.
And then Bishop Girton.
Girton.
They're in action tomorrow night against Nashua North.
Yep.
Tackled by William Rich.
Rich, another stop for Exeter. That's going to bring up a 4th down and very short for Bedford.
Gain of 3 in the play brings up 4th down and 1.
A 4th and 1 after the 3-yard gain for Malner. And Bedford not going to risk here. Not going to risk the field position. They're going to punt the football on 4th and 1.
Yep. Give some of their defense of number twos an opportunity to get out there, get some action?
Already 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter, running clock a factor. Punt by Todd. It'll land along the sideline and hop out of bounds at about the 37-yard line of Exeter.
Boy, a running clock makes a difference. 8:37 and
yeah, some of the folks starting to hit the exits here in Bedford.
Yeah.
Very well attended game tonight. Homecoming, as we mentioned.
There's got to be 2,500 here probably tonight.
I'd say at least.
Because the stands hold 1,500, and there was more people outside the stands that were in the stands. So
right.
I guess that tells you something right there. Maybe I was, like you say, I was a little low. I don't know.
And we expect tomorrow's game to be well attended in Salem as well. Wyndham at Salem. Two teams seemingly going in opposite directions. Wyndham, after an 0-2 start, they've won 2 straight. Salem was 2-0 and now 2-2. So both teams looking for a win tomorrow for different reasons.
Yep.
Kind of a crowded middle class in the D1 standings.
Well, if you want a chance at the playoffs with a sense of a little bit of security, you need to win that game tomorrow. Doesn't mean that if you lose it, you can't. It just makes the journey a lot more difficult and may put your destiny in other people's hands instead of your own, and nobody likes to do that.
Meanwhile, Colton Ray on first down fights his way over the 40 for Exeter.
You know, when you get this kind of parity, Nick, it's
Colton
just
Ray with carry.
I just hope they don't change the way that they've done it, and they haven't done that. We've kept with this new system, and I think it works very, very well to get for the most part, to get the right teams in the playoffs.
13-team field now. That
well, you can
includes the
argue
first
that.
round.
Yeah, that's another issue, to your point. Yeah.
13 teams and 4 weeks of playoff football. 2nd and 5, quarterback keeper, and he is in trouble.
Swamped.
Gang tackled in the backfield. Sturgis leading the charge for Bedford. And nowhere to escape there for Asher Bartell. They give him forward progress where? At about the 39-yard line, 38. Loss of 4. And a third down and long. 3rd and 10.
Well, we sure hope you enjoyed this band, folks, at halftime, because they have been entertaining Nick and everybody upstairs here. They have great fight song type stuff, and they're just very tight. Got a great beat to them.
And
Been a lot of fun to listen to.
Playing more often than not.
Yes, they are.
As well. 3rd and 10. Another sack.
He went down awkwardly.
Big hit back inside the 30-yard line as he was hunted down by Bedford's Freddie Molnar. Back-to-back sacks for the Bedford defense.
Yep.
And now 4th down on the way here. 4th and 17 facing Exeter. Past the midway point, 4th quarter. Snap taken at the 15-yard line. A good punt by
kick.
Plant. Land inside the Bedford 40 where it's down at about the 37. Well, hard to believe it, but post-game show right around the corner.
I was going to say, you got me intrigued about some of these scores you got coming here.
Yeah, a very tight game.
Yeah.
At least in the first half between Pinkerton and Concord. We'll get an update there. And, of course, a full recap of this game. Stats, highlights, analysis, all the good stuff coming up.
Yep.
After the game, we'll preview tomorrow's battle as well between Wyndham and Salem.
Great opportunity for these young kids to get in the game.
Hand off left side, and this is Molnar again on a stretch.
There's no lack of hitting going on with this group, I'll tell you. They're
Not at all. Exeter's Wyatt Paulette dropped the wood there. He's got good size, Steve. 6 feet, 230.
Yeah.
For Paulette, the senior. And he holds Molnar to just a 2-yard gain. 4 minutes and counting. 2nd down and 7. bounce it right
Nice
side.
tackle
and
the
he's
line.
tackled, yep.
62 there. Nice job. Had some support from 60 or 50, I should say.
Aaron Zaloga, along with Luka Theos.
By Aaron Zaloga.
Third tackle for Theos.
Along with Luka Theos.
And Molnar held to just one there. So 3rd down and 6.
That brings up 3rd down and 6.
Blue Hawks with 3 down linemen. Looks like a 3-4 look here. Tight end in motion. Pistol look from Bedford. Toss left side. New ball carrier.
Nice run.
Jackson Delisle, the sophomore, has got the first down.
Yeah, nice run there.
That was Jackson Delisle with the
Slicing finish to the run by Delisle, the sophomore, picks up 7. And Bedford going to move the sticks again with the ball now at the Bulldog 48.
TJ Kenny.
Yep.
That run good for a first down.
TJ Kenny
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
with the tackle, the 5'6" junior.
48.
Officials done a good job tonight, I feel.
Yep.
Kind of just managed the game. Didn't throw flags that they didn't see.
Yep. Speak of the devil.
Penalty on the play.
What'd I start here? Oh, you can't help that. You got to call that. Yeah.
A little bit of a hitch there from Bedford. So that is the 6th penalty tonight against the Bulldogs. They took 4 in the first half, just their 2nd since halftime.
Yep.
Exeter clean the whole night. Just 2 penalties, both in the first half.
They have essentially been penalty free. Yep, I agree.
1st and 15. Clock winding down towards the 2-minute mark. Seven tie after 1. Bedford slowly but surely
nice hit
breaks
at the
it
line. Number 50 again. And
It's Theos.
number 39, I believe. Could be wrong on that.
It's a loss of 3.
Yep.
Again, Bedford ends the game with 35
That
unanswered.
tackle was made by
Big
Tyler
night
Barrett.
tonight for Brody Helton, 3 touchdowns. Bennett Matthews, a touchdown pass, a touchdown run. And a monster night in the passing game for Landon Elsmore as he goes over 130 yards unofficially.
He was prolific tonight.
Touchdown as well in the second half. Stretch run. This is Harshil Pavati, and look out, he's got the
some
corner.
speed.
Forced out of bounds somewhere along that sideline, inside the
That was
35, the 33.
Body with the carry.
Nice outside kick-out block by number 14
Run out of bounds by
from
William
Bedford.
Rich.
Liam Shannon.
Liam Shannon, nice job, and he was able to cut upfield, run right, and get outside quickly. Showed some open-ended speed there as well.
11 yards in the end. Final 45 seconds. Steve, in theory, this could be the final play of the game.
Yep.
The snap's taken under 40.
It doesn't take long with a running clock. And that'll do it.
Yep, going to drop the knee, and that will do it. Bedford. Well, any doubt about the Bulldogs?
You can perish that thought.
It evaporated tonight with a 42-7 win over Exeter. 5-0. Business as usual for head coach Zach Matthews. As his club steamrolls in front of the home crowd on homecoming. Final score 42-7. Exeter, they slipped to 3-2. The Blue Hawks will look to rebound
really
with a home game over Dover next weekend. Bedford plays home to North coming up in week number 6. In just a moment, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, out-of-town scoreboard with the defending champs.
And we got some beautiful stuff coming, right? Some real surprises.
I
right?
was just about to say that.
Oh, all right. All right.
As I was saying, the champs are in some trouble. Find out if Pinkerton is going to survive Concord or not. Fireworks in the background as well. Post-game next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
I think we got pictures of that there. What a nice touch, huh?
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Maybe it's leaning too close to your home. Maybe it's not healthy. Or maybe you just don't like it there. No matter what the reason is, if you need tree work or pruning, call Accurate Tree Service. They have the right equipment and expertise to properly diagnose, treat, or remove trees, no matter how difficult the terrain. Perhaps simple, careful pruning by our certified arborist is all you need to manage your trees and shrubs. When it comes to your tree care, contact the full-service tree care experts today, Accurate Tree Service, because you only get one chance to take a tree down right.
Are you a quarterback who is ready to take your game to the next level? Well, then it's time to join TKQB Academy. Founded by former UNH standout Trevor Knight, TKQB Academy has worked with student athletes from around New England, helping young quarterbacks to reach their full potential. TKQB Academy offers one-on-one and group sessions that will help you instantly improve your accuracy, timing, mechanics, and footwork. So be the best QB you can be at TKQB Academy. Call 603-732-7194 or reach out on Instagram at TKQBA. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include discount tickets, cards, and calendar raffles to hundreds of local merchants throughout the New England area. Don't waste another season. Raise more funds than ever before and become another football program in New Hampshire that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Final score here in Bedford, 42-7, as the Bulldogs put up 35 unanswered to capture their fifth straight win. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. 7-7 our score after one. Bennett Matthews scored first for Bedford, 21-yard touchdown run. Exeter big pass play. Final minute first quarter, Tyler Ream to Gavin Mulray, 47-yard hookup. 7-7 our score through 12 minutes. Second quarter, Bedford, big special teams play. They shut down a fake punt. They get a short field, and they ultimately score two Brady Helton touchdowns, a 3-yard run and then a 34-yard rip to make it 21-7. Final 90 seconds before the break, Matthews to Bryson Durso. Great grab near the goal line.
Very nice.
18-yard touchdown hookup. 28-7, and then Bedford gets to double up. They get the ball to begin the third quarter, march down the field, and punching in again. Brady Helton, third score of the day, a 9-yard touchdown run, 35-7 at that point. That drive over 5 minutes long, and then later in that third quarter, to trigger the running clock, big play following a timeout. Matthews to Landon Elsmore. 54-yard hookup, 42-7 at that point. We have a speedy fourth quarter as a result of that running clock, and that's all she wrote. 42-7. Bedford 5-0, Exeter 3-2. Some unofficial numbers. Bennett Matthews tonight, 8 completions, 167 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 4 carries, 34 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. Landon Elsmore was his top target. 8 catches tonight, 132 yards, including that 54-yard touchdown. Brody Helton only needed, Steve, 11 carries to rip up 121 yards in those 3 touchdowns. And defensively, big night along the trench, or in the trench, for Connor Flaherty, the senior, with a handful of tackles. For Exeter, Tyler Ream, 70 passing yards, all in the first half. Had the touchdown toss. And not a lot of work for Cole Kelly in the second half. The senior had 10 carries before halftime for 35 yards. Game seemingly out of reach. Colton Ray shouldered some of that rushing load. 4 carries, 23 yards. He did lose a fumble in the game's only turnover. And as we mentioned, Gavin Mulray, a 47-yard touchdown catch. Defensively for Exeter, 3 players with a handful of tackles each. Luca Theos, Colton Ray, and the free safety Will Tobin, all with 5 tackles unofficially.
Bottom line is everything we talked about, keys that Exeter had to accomplish, they just weren't able to accomplish. They weren't able to score first. They defensively, and I'm going to throw in the offensively as well, neither line was able to hold up against Bedford. It was complete and total domination on both sides of the ball. Special teams, both teams pretty clean, overall. Kicking game, Cedra had 1 kick that was, went out of bounds early on kickoff. Yeah. But other than that, it was, all the kicks were good. 42-7 represents that. But it was, as most games go, Nick, in between the lines. Coach Ball has got to get his other players back and can bounce back. You don't see Exeter losing 2 games in a row very often. That very rarely happens. No. So we'll see how they mature. If I'm Zach Matthews, Nick, last point, if I'm Zach Matthews, I'm thrilled about my offensive line domination. It just continues. Thornton Academy game. Obviously, Thornton looked pretty good football team. I was able to watch that game, most of it, and they look really, really strong. I just saw Coach Donahue came up here, gave me a hug after the game, which I always appreciate. Love the guy. Former teacher of my 2 boys, and a great defensive coordinator, as we all know. Yeah. I looked at him, I said, looks good, and he gave me that kind of that smile where they're pretty pleased at what they accomplished tonight.
Yeah. Bedford's 5-0. Steve, you ready for scores?
Yes, I am.
All right, Bedford 5-0 with the win tonight. Memorial 5-0 as well as the Crusaders take care of Spalding 41-7. Memorial is for real.
Yeah. Memorial, don't wait too long. We're probably going to cross paths here pretty soon.
All right.
Wow.
Perhaps.
Good for them.
Perhaps undefeated no more. Winnicott trailing Portsmouth 26-7.
I talked about that last night. Winnicott better be careful of Portsmouth. When we talked about that on Gridiron, I said that because Portsmouth is kind of like, it depends on which Portsmouth shows up. Tonight, to beat Winnicott, that's a feat. That's a big upset. Exeter's got to like that, too, because that still puts them only a game out now as far as the to be able to take the East.
Well,
so
Memorial really likes that.
Yeah.
Because they're now alone in first place.
Yep.
In D1 East, if this score sticks, and it appears like it will, just 3 minutes and change remaining. 26-7 Portsmouth over Winnicott.
Wow.
Merrimack doubling up Goffstown as the Tomahawks look for their second win. 14-7 there, still a lot of time midway through the third
and that'll
quarter.
Put them at 2-3. So,
Same thing with Goffstown, hoping to capture that second win. Again, still plenty of time there midway through the third. 14-7 Tomahawks. Halftime, Timberlane with a 14-7 lead over Dover. 2 1-3 teams in D1 East there. All right. How about Alvern? Winless Alvern with a 21-8 lead over Central early in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Central.
It just doesn't seem possible.
Central 2-2 riding a 2-game win streak.
Wow.
So the Broncos perhaps putting Central on upset alert
new
tonight.
coach and a great new coach in Justin Huft.
Yep.
Maybe he's got things seasoned now. Maybe they got some. You never know when teams get some players back, make some adjustments and things of that nature, and Justin Huft's a master at that.
All right. Start of the fourth quarter in Derry. Pinkerton with a 28-27 lead over Concord.
So they were able to.
No. It's the end of the third. Still a full
quarter to go. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And a 1-point game there.
I think we're going to send Kristen, run her over to Derry real quick, and she can finish up that game. Well, Ben can do that, at least with a camera.
I don't think she's up for that.
I haven't seen a nod yet.
It's in Concord.
Oh, it's in Concord, apparently.
Yeah, that's right, too, because I was going to say that doesn't make sense because we talked about them playing on a grass field.
You're right. I thought
slowed it down a little bit.
But Ben threw me a curveball there.
That's all right.
All right. That just about does it
He's
for us.
thrown me a knuckleball and a all night long here with a video return. He tried, but
he's been going 9.
We got to work on it.
9 innings strong.
Yes, he has. He's been a busy day.
All right, I want to thank Corey Parker and his staff here, our friends over at BCTV, including station manager Bill Jennings, sharing the rooftop space with us tonight. We appreciate our friends over at ETV.
Yep. Blue Hawk Media.
Yep. Excuse me.
Yep.
As
Eric
well.
at Blue Hawk Media. Yep.
And always love coming to Bedford. Real easy for us to set
Great
up shop.
venue to watch the game here, up here. Yeah.
Got to thank our sponsors as well. Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, TKQB Academy, Accurate Tree Service, and Jewett Construction for the ongoing support. And, of course, our family here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, putting in overtime this week. Ben Beals, John Barron down on the field. Spectacular stuff tonight. Kristen Beals up here in the Bird's Nest.
Well, Matt Beals down the field. Ben Beals back to the
Ben?
studio. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. It happens.
Matt down in the end zone.
He'll appreciate that.
And, of course, the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, is our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios.
Tomorrow.
Reminder, right? Yep. Tomorrow we're back at it, 12:45. It's Wyndham at Salem. 1 o'clock the kick there. Jaguars looking for their 3rd straight win. Salem hoping to turn around a 2-game skid. So we are excited about that one. We hope you are as well. Join us tomorrow at 12:45. For executive producer Steve Beals, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time, Bedford 42, Exeter 7. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.